JM in the AM, that's 810 Cats. Wednesday morning, 33 degrees, partly cloudy, a high temperature of 48. Well, we've been mentioning all week that we'd have an opportunity to speak about the OHEL oXc, which is coming up in May. And here's our chance. On May the 15th, join hundreds of participants, run, climb, jump, crawl, and muscle your way through the OHEL Xtreme Challenge 5-mile Xtreme or 1.5-mile family obstacle course for children, families, and individuals with disabilities. Each participant will be challenging their body and testing their limits in support of OHEL's children and adults with disabilities and families in crisis. It last year proved to be an unbelievable event. Ben Englander, our good friend, is with us live via telephone. He is chairing the OHEL oXc committee, and he could tell us just how great it was last year and how amazing it'll be this coming May 15th. Ben Englander, welcome back to JM in the AM.
Good morning. How are you?
Everything is wonderful. Want to wish you a mazal tov on the recent wedding. Mazal tov to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
From all of us here at JM in the AM, I could say unequivocally that last year was an amazing event, right?
It was fantastic. We literally had hundreds of people of all abilities running through the obstacle course set up around Camp Kaylie, and it was just an amazing day.
And you know, we went in, certainly here, we went in with some skepticism about how many people in our community would want to take on a challenge like this, but it is amazing. It is amazing what people will push themselves to do, especially when faced with a challenge like this, right?
Exactly, and I think people are intrigued by the idea of testing their own personal limits, and the notion of the inclusionary nature of Camp Kaylie and doing it at Camp Kaylie and helping people of all ages. You know, the beautiful thing about an obstacle course run is that it's not about winning. If you see the pictures, it's people helping other people get over the walls, get under the obstacles, carrying the weights, pushing themselves through the water obstacles. Just everybody assisting their fellow participants and not really considering if it's going to slow me down or anything like that. It's about helping everybody achieve and succeed.
Yeah, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of people helping other people, a lot of families doing this together. Young and old participate, right? You had a lot of young participants. A lot of people.
We've had some teams that were 3 generations, wow. Which is pretty amazing when you consider it. Climbing either through the main obstacle course, the 5-mile course, or the 1.5-mile family course, and I know that members of my family ran through it together with me, and my boys ran it with me, and my daughter Kira, who was with me on your show last year,
right.
Went with one of the participants with disabilities through the course, and it's incredibly uplifting.
He's chairing the OHEL oXc committee. Ben Englander is with us live via telephone. By the way, information, and we'll talk more obviously, but just let me give the web address, oheloxc.org, oheloxc.org. Now, today's April 6th. The event is the 15th of May. People have a couple of weeks to sign up. We want people to register as soon as possible if they want to participate, right?
Absolutely, because registration, like you said, there's time, and there are opportunities throughout the New York area to train at training centers. In advance of the event on May 15th, you still have almost a month and a half, and we have training sessions at Abbott Fitness in Cedarhurst, Sunrise Boot Camp in Brooklyn, at Tribe Athletics and Fitness in Nutley, New Jersey, and at Ultimate Martial Arts and Fitness in Lynbrook, New York. So we have a few places where people can go and get free training if they're registered as participants. There's a lot of opportunity to not just sign up, but to get yourself into shape in advance.
Yeah, not just in advance. Not just in advance. This might spur some people on to really get into shape and to make physical activity part of their regular day, which would be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I don't think you offered this last year. This is a new thing, the free training. Am I right?
Well, no, we had training last year, but we've expanded the number of locations, and it's been very successful. We have classes with multiple participants coming on a weekly basis, classes going on a daily basis, and when I ran through it with my sons Avery and Aiden last year. I certainly didn't train, and I regretted it. They're young and they're a lot more better shape than I am, but I think getting some training is really helpful to just get yourself in shape for now and forever.
You have any idea how old the oldest participant was last year? Any recollection?
I think we definitely had some participants well into their 60s.
Wow.
So I think we're definitely. I don't think we had anybody at the age of 70, but I'm not sure about that.
Plenty in the 60s. That's pretty cool. The free training is available. You can register for the OHEL Xtreme Challenge now if you go to the website oxc.org, oxc.org. You heard Ben Englander outline the different centers that are available for free training in Lynbrook and Nutley here in New Jersey, in Cedarhurst and in Brooklyn. And everybody is invited to participate and to really meet the challenge. And the way they set it up there in camp, I mean, this is not. I believe this is an outside vendor who comes in and really turns the camp into, I guess, what we would call a professional obstacle course, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have a company we're working with that comes in and literally they built the course and they just rebuilding it again this year. Certain elements of the course have to come down during Camp Kaylie season for safety's sake, but they're rebuilding it. They've already rebuilt it, and we've added a number of obstacles this year to make it a little bit more with a little more variety and a little more interesting. We've added a little bit of more mud for those who want to get a little bit dirty, and we've added a few more interesting obstacles as well.
Some would say, how much more mud could you add? Because the pictures from last year, there were some muddy scenes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But all right,
it's very challenging, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yeah, that I'm sure. And people do get a chance to clean up before dinner, right? They do get an opportunity to sit like a bench afterwards.
Absolutely. First of all, we not only serve dinner, but when you come to registration. There's a beautiful breakfast. We have different starting times all day for groups of different capabilities. And then, of course, after everybody's done, there's opportunities to get cleaned up and showered, and we have a beautiful afternoon dinner for all the participants, and everybody gets awards. We recognize everyone for their completion or for just participation, and it's a great day altogether, all around.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. To register, you can call area code 718-972-9338. That's 718-972-9338. You can also go online, as we've been saying, oxc.org, oxc.org. It's the 15th of May. It happens up at Camp Kaylie. For those who want transportation, you provided, right? For those who want to...
Absolutely, yes. We have busing leaving from certain locations, and as well as people coming on their own to Camp Kaylie as well.
All right, so if anybody wants to go on their own, they could do so, and if anybody wants to take advantage of the transportation, they could do so on Sunday, May the 15th. Ben Englander is with us. He's chairing the event. I'm
actually co-chairing the event. We have a couple of co-chairs with Morty Schwartz, Eitan Kestenbaum, and Arya Jacobson as well.
Oh, very nice. You got some great people working on this. As we say, all of this is to benefit OHEL's children. Could I get a word from you about what you've seen over the years, what OHEL has done specifically for families, but even more specifically for the kids out there?
Well, that's a great point. OHEL is an amazing organization that supports so many different people within our society. But for children, it's been tremendous, especially with the advent of Camp Kaylie. Number one, obviously, OHEL in general is an organization that handles foster care for children in need and places kids in loving homes. But from the perspective of what Camp Kaylie does in terms of inclusion, Camp Kaylie is a miraculous place where kids of all abilities share a summer together in the same bunks, and kids come away transformed. My children have been there, and other children have remarked to their parents that they didn't even know within their own bunk which children had any disabilities and which children didn't, because OHEL has basically stripped away any of the stigma or the differentiation that we typically associate, and everyone just feels the same there. It's been an amazing place to be at Camp Kaylie. And recent number of years since Ellie Brazil has become the director, the camp has truly blossomed. We have waiting lists to get in, and kids of all abilities and all ages are finding that Camp Kaylie is the place to be for an incredibly inspiring and empowering summer.
Yeah, we visited last summer. It is pretty amazing. And also, if they have a waiting list, the only way to spend time at Camp Kaylie now is to join the OHEL oXc. That's the only way to do it at this point.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Everybody out there, register, young and old. Everybody's invited to participate in the Sunday, May the 15th Xtreme Challenge, the OHEL oXc. Register by going to oheloxc.org or dialing 718-972-9338, 718-972-9338. Ben Englander is on the committee of chair people taking care of this event. I thank you so much for joining us, and good luck. I guess based on what you said earlier, you're going to be taking advantage of that free training over the next few weeks.
Absolutely. I did take a little bit of training, and well, now that Baruch Hashem, we've made a wedding in the last week, the Englander family as a whole is going to dig in deep and start training even more for the upcoming oXc.
There you go. Thank you, Ben. Great speaking with you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Ben Englander, he's one of the chairs of the event, the OHEL oXc. You can go to